Let's go, pal.
Hello fellow legends, Dapster plays here with more Fallout content for you guys. Today we're going into more Fallout 76 news, and also we'll be dipping into the Bethesda Xbox Roundtable Conference, which by the time I'm recording this, it happened earlier today. But before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know that I've been requested to make a Discord server for the channel, so I looked into it and I actually made one. And there's many things to do down there, so I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It'll also be in my Abouts tab of my channel, whenever you guys want to check it out. I won't go too into detail for that because I want to stay on topic, so let's get right into it, guys. First, let's get into the Bethesda Xbox conference, really quick. In the beginning of the conference, they mentioned something that's got us all wondering, which is exclusivity. And yes, they actually did mention it. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one thing that got me, as a PlayStation player, pretty worried about this whole deal. And I don't want to be locked out of my Fallout games that I love to play if they make them exclusive to Xbox or PC. But other than that, I'm actually very excited and happy for Bethesda in this new step for the community. But anyways, Phil Spencer from Xbox made a comment on the whole exclusivity deal. And here's what he said.
One of the biggest ones, Phil, is this question about exclusivity and how you think about that and how that's going to work with Bethesda.
Yeah, I see it. I see it in the community. I listen to the podcasts and all the questions. So I'm going to try to be as clear as I can because that's what I just think it's fair. So obviously I can't sit here and say every Bethesda game is exclusive because we know that's not true. There's contractual obligations that we're going to see through, as we always do in every one of these instances. We have games that exist on other platforms, and we're going to go support those games on the platforms they're on. There's communities of players. We love those communities, and we'll continue to invest in them. And even in the future, there might be things that have either contractual things or legacy on different platforms that we'll go do. But if we're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is this is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists. And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this partnership that we're building and the creative capability we will be able to bring to market for our Xbox customers. It's going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox after we're done here.
He said that they're not going to actually lock down all their games from Bethesda, as some have probably perceived. However, there will be some exclusives with a specific focus on the Xbox Game Pass. But that's all I got out of it, being that he was being extremely vague about all the details. Let me know what you guys think about it below, because I'm curious. One other thing that they said about Fallout was by Todd Howard.
76, while you mention it, is something where it's another sort of point in my mind with our relationship where when that game launched, you know, the litany of issues we had, and we let a lot of people down, and, well, there was very little we didn't screw up, honestly. And one of the people that I called was Phil. And I said, hey, you know, there's so many things we're dealing with. What advice do you have? And he put me in touch with some people at Xbox who were able to look at all of the games in the system and what was important and what wasn't important to the other games that made it for the long haul. And that kind of advice really, really helped us. And now, you know, seeing 76 be one of the most played games on Xbox, we're just, you know, incredibly fortunate to be there.
He admitted that they really messed up in the beginning of 76's launch, and they're glad that they made it better. I just wanted to point this out because it's really nice when a company actually owns up to a mistake that they made, and I'm glad Bethesda didn't give up on Fallout 76, despite the great amount of hate that it had in the beginning. And also, personal thanks just to everyone who stuck to the game as well. I love the 76 fanbase because it's so tight-knit and friendly, and I love it. So thank you guys. But let's get right into Fallout 76 updates in specific. Bethesda also released a video around the same time on their YouTube channel talking about two big things for Fallout 76 that I'm certain will get people excited. Camp slots and perk loadouts. This video is just them going in depth with it, explaining it and showing it off and what it's gonna be like. And I'm sure that that is definitely something camp builders are gonna be excited about to get their hands on. I'm also excited about this, but I'm even more excited for perk loadouts coming as well. This will be such an incredible tool that could be so helpful instead of the current system where we had to switch one point at a time each level if we want to change our character builds. Now we'll be able to experiment with multiple builds without having to sacrifice our main builds. We could test out whichever ones we want or just look into other ones, and I really find that helpful. So here's how the camp slots work. Camp slots are pretty much being able to make multiple camps and save them all. However, I believe, if I remember right, we'll have to pay for more slots after a certain number, like 2 of them. I don't remember, I'm not sure, but if I remember right, that's how it's gonna be. We'll just have to wait and see. And I really don't like that if that's true, but I'm just glad to honestly have the ability to have camp slots, so yeah. But anyways, you can only have one activated at a time, so people won't have like 50 camps across the map or anything like that. But that does not matter because you'll be able to switch between them at any time, and I really like that. There will be no cost, no caps or anything like fast traveling. It's just completely free and without a hassle, they say. This seems like a feature that will be super handy to have as well, and I'm excited to get my hands on that too. We'll also be able to have custom logos on the map for our camps, which I find is pretty cool. This seems super cool, and I'm super excited to get my hands on it. Also, since we're on the subject of camps, they added the ability of having display cases in camp shelters, which I know was a highly requested feature. They also added a quality of life update to vendors, something about prices that makes it easier. You can also activate whether people can see your camps in the map if you want, by the way. That's going to be a new update that comes with this whole update. Now let's get the perk loadouts. I'm mostly excited for these, and I'm sure a lot of high-level players are very excited for this as well. You'll be able to edit your perks and loadouts in a new item called punch card machines. I'll show you what they look like in the background. And you'll automatically get a plan for these when you hit level 25 or higher. They also are in train stations if you don't want them in your camps or you're just not at your camp. In these machines, you'll be able to switch loadouts and edit them. This is where all the action happens with perk loadouts. Perk cards also can be reused for different loadouts, so you won't have duplicates or you won't need to have duplicates for them, which is very handy. I'm glad they didn't make that a hassle. However, you will not be able to move your legendary cards per loadout or anything, due to the fact that they wanted legendaries to feel more permanent and stuck to your character, which totally makes sense to me, so I'm not really mad about that. But that about wraps it up, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and I really want to know what you guys think about this whole update, plus the Bethesda Xbox deal thing that's going on. So let me know what you guys think about it in the description below, or if you really want to talk in depth about it, you can hop onto the Discord server and talk about it. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to take a step further, and hit the notification bells for future updates on new content. Thanks for watching, and God bless.